Hey everyone. So today I have a student from the University of Iowa who's actually prepping for a new grad position at SpaceX. So pretty sick company. So we're gonna test his lead coding skills. Could you just give a background on maybe what internships you did? Like how are you able to get this SpaceX interview? I know it's a pretty hard company to get an interview at.
Yeah, so I guess a little bit about my background. I researched at Stanford and then went to John Deere as a SWE and then interned at Samsara as a SWE.
Nice.
And yeah, and then I just applied, like code applied, and I was lucky. I wrote a cover letter too. I guess that helped a lot, maybe. But yeah, I just applied, code applied.
I see. So
Um,
so you only had one internship
oh, I had two. So one at John Deere and then one at Samsara, both SWE.
and you did research at Stanford, you said?
Yeah.
It's like, are you undergrad in University of Iowa?
Yeah, yeah. So the Stanford thing was kind of interesting. I just emailed a bunch of professors, and I was like, I read like a paper just so I could like say some context about them.
Yeah.
And yeah, they gave it to me.
Well, it's cool. What was your research there?
It
What
was
you looking to?
actually yeah, it was actually more bio based. So it was investigating like a specific gene mutation, specifically like the VSP4A mutation, which causes like nerve damage in the ears.
Well,
And so yeah, it's just looking at that a lot.
damn. Did you get the right code for that?
I this is funny. I actually that was like when I was pre med. So
Oh,
yeah.
you switched over.
I switched over. I did. I probably should have said that.
Nice. Okay. So you're pre med, and then what made you want to switch into computer science?
Honestly, I thought like the research in the pre-med aspect was kind of like slow. It was a little clunky just because like government stuff, like you got to be, pretty meticulous. But I guess tech was just going super fast. And I like that.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just switched over.
So you're from Iowa, and then you just did an internship in Silicon Valley, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
What was your experience there, going to working in Silicon Valley? Was it interesting? Was it fast paced? Was it like how was that?
Dude, I like I was in the Bay Area and
Yeah.
I like the social life especially. Like everybody and dude, people like they're like there's a range of like how quickly people move, but
Mm.
like the people that are like doing startups and stuff, dude, they move insanely fast. It's actually crazy. And it was pretty exciting too. So I thought, I mean, it's definitely a lot faster paced than Iowa, which is more like agriculture and stuff. So I really liked it.
Yeah. You went made friends with people doing startups and stuff. You're
Yeah,
interested in that?
I talked to a lot of people. I like startups. They seem pretty cool, especially like the smaller, like talent dense ones.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I feel like you just end up talking to people like that in SF. So
Yeah, that's a lot. Cool. How many questions have you done on Leak Code?
to be honest, I think like around like 100-ish, I want to say. So not too many.
How many mediums? How many hards?
I think it's like mostly mediums, like 60 mediums, like
Okay.
and then like a couple hards, and then the rest easies.
Couple hards. How are you with arrays?
Decent. When I say a couple hards, I mean like one or two,
Yeah.
like like less than five for sure.
Mm.
Unless like I'll be able to solve them if I like look at the like like a bunch of hints. But yeah,
Okay.
arrays.
Yeah.
So
Just give me a rating out of 10. How comfortable are you with arrays?
probably like a 6 or 7, I'd
Six or
say.
seven.
Yeah.
So you could, if I give you a random medium array question,
Mhm.
6 or 7 means you probably would struggle with a random medium array question. But like you'll be able to solve it. But it was just not that fast.
Yeah, not that fast for sure. Yeah, probably like 30, 40 minutes maybe.
Okay. What about linked list?
Like list stuff.
Linked list. Are you familiar with linked list?
Oh, link. Oh yeah, link list. Those are I kind of struggle with that a little bit too. Probably like I'd say a little lower, like 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay. What about trees?
Trees, I'd kind of say I've seen most tree questions actually, so I'd probably put it around like 5 or 6.
Okay. What about graphs?
Graphs 4 or 5. Haven't seen too many of those to be honest.
Okay. Are you familiar with like pre-order, in-order, post-order traversals and things like that?
I know of them. I haven't implemented all of them though.
Okay. What about more complicated graph questions like Dijkstra's algorithm or topological sort? Have you ever implemented any of those?
I have not implemented any of
Okay.
those.
Okay. But you can shoot out like a DFS or a BFS pretty quick.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me think about this. Since you're already good with arrays, we'll probably focus this a little bit more on graphs and trees because trees and graphs show up the most. But what was the insight that you had on the interview that you're doing again? It's gonna be more specific. It's not just leak code.
Yeah, they said it was either going to be more like related to like satellites and things like that or
Mm-hmm.
like job specific or it was going to be more system design-ish. So like yeah, I guess like I was interviewing with I did a practical with like Zesty and gave me like a design like Tinder, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So
I
I
see.
don't know how that reflects.
I see. Okay. Um, I have a. We'll just do lead code for now, and if you ever want to do system design, because there's multiple rounds. There's probably coding, and then there's probably system design, unless they mix
Yeah.
it both. But I think yeah, design. Let's work through this one question.
Okay.
You're in here, right? Okay, cool. So this is this is we're gonna work through this one question depending on how long it takes. We might just stick with one, or we might go with more. But
Okay.
we're gonna implement a randomized set class. So the constructor creates this randomized set, and then we'll have multiple functions.
Okay.
We have three functions. We can insert into the randomized set. We can remove from the randomized set, and then we can randomly get an element from the set.
Okay.
I'll let you read that and clarify with me if you don't understand.
Okay. So randomized set. All right, so this seems like a class and then it has inserts an element item into the val. Okay, in the set if it's not present. Returns true, else false. Okay. That seems remove. So it removes from the set and returns true, and then get random from the set. At least one element exists when this method's called. Okay. Um. Yeah, I don't. I mean, okay. It seems. Yeah. Okay. I think I understand the intuition behind these functions. And I guess this might be like a little bit in like a weird question, but like I guess I would be using like an internal like I'd make this class randomized set, and then I'd be using like some sort of like set inside of it. Um, which I don't know if that's like the right approach because it's like I don't know randomized set, but yeah, I would use like a set to keep track of values because you don't want to insert if it's already present, and you only want to remove if it's present. So I think a
Mm,
set would be perfect for that. And then this get element, this is oh sorry, not get element, get random. This is kind of a little bit trickier, but I think in Python there's like this get random function, so I could use that, and then like maybe convert the set to like a list, and then get random from there. What do you think
okay.
that's like a good?
Can you write some of that out? Your thoughts here,
Yeah. Okay, so I guess like class like
or I mean, just like
randomized.
right here, just some of your thoughts that you mentioned there. I'll just write it down
Oh,
so we don't forget it.
okay, okay. So have a class for insert. Um, oh, I guess like this class needs to have its own set to keep track of elements for insert and check class set, and then like I guess if in set return true, else false, and then um, what is this? Remove if in set return true. Remove and return true, else false, and then I guess get random's a little bit different. Get random. This is like use get random function in Python. Maybe like convert set to list and get random index of list,
Mm-hmm.
and then that way I can and then return element at list index. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at this a little bit. So why do we
Okay.
want to use a set under the hood?
Just I'm thinking constant time lookups.
Mm-hmm. So for constant time lookups. Okay, so how fast would the insert and remove be after?
I should be constant to be honest, I
Okay,
think. Okay.
okay, that's the fastest we can get it. What about get random?
That's well, converting the set to a list isn't is that already n, the length of the list? And then yeah, it should be n, like length of whatever the set is at that time.
Yeah, imagine we had a big list and we just kept calling get random on it.
Hmm. So yeah, that'd take up most of the runtime. Um,
It would be really slow function, right? After the set is large.
yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Uh,
is there a reason you're converting it to a list?
oh, just so I can index.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. Like you can't index a set, right?
Yeah. Is this like so there is this like kind of hinting at a way to like make this faster?
Well, yeah, I want this get random to be faster. That's kind of like
Okay.
we both agree that it's slow right there. Just get random.
Yeah, yeah.
Because every time we
Okay.
call get random, it should actually we should get that way faster because we don't want to create. It's also a waste of space. Also, like we create a whole new set every single time.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we want this faster. Okay, mm, kind of what I'm thinking is get random. Can I like no, no. I was okay, sorry. I was thinking about like returning like the very last element or something, but then that's not random really. So, I guess looking at this, I need some sort of like list, right? Where I can like index.
Mm-hmm.
Could I do something like maybe like uh if I had like a class list or something like that, and then maybe I can keep track of like the length, or I can just get the length. I think that's also constant observation to get length. And then I could do like that indexing that I was talking about before, like getting the random index. That could also work. Um, get random index. and then return that. Yeah, but this becomes I was just thinking about it just now, but this becomes kind of weird when remove's called, because then I have to do like a linear scan to like remove that element in this list actually. Um, so I need a way to like remove remove makes this and hmm um okay, is this so then yeah, then I might need need index. I need like index information for each element. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Do you think like a I don't know. This okay, so set seems super optimal. List also seems pretty good too. Like a set and a list combo seems good. Uh, but I need like I'm basically trying to like if I have the list, then it kind of makes this whole thing n, if that makes sense. Like one function will be n, whether it's remove or get random. Um, so I kind of need, I guess, like I don't know, could I? Okay, what are your thoughts on like using a different data structure than like a set or a list?
Okay, so what are we working here? We want to use a set for fast lookups,
Yeah,
but we want to use an array for random lookups for random
yeah, exactly, yeah,
lookups by index, right? So what
yeah.
other data structure are you thinking of then?
I mean, the only one that kind of combines both is like a dictionary.
Well, set is a dictionary, right? Yeah.
Oh, I guess I was thinking of more like, sorry, I was thinking of more like this, like something like that.
That's set, more set. Like dictionary has a key and value, and set would just be keys.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess I was thinking like maybe could we just like throw away the set for like a key value thing, like a dictionary, hopefully. I mean, that still
What will
kind
it
of preserves
store?
it. Um, well, it needs to store the element, so I'm thinking key is the element. And then the only way I can think of like removing stuff constantly is if I store that element's like index in this array. That's like the only kind of relationship I could think of.
So you want to combine. You want to sort of combine a set and an array.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was thinking of combining the set. Well, I was thinking of kind of taking away the set, putting it in the dictionary, and then kind of combining some information. But I kind of want the array there just because like I can still do like a get random function of the array length, and then I can like get
Yeah.
return that index.
Let's work through a very small example.
Okay.
Let's just go insert one, insert two, then call get random.
Uh-huh.
So like, can you show me how this dictionary or array or set or the data structure is gonna work? Just,
Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking let's go dictionary. Wait, sorry. It will be this will be something like well actually I think the array would be first. It would be better to do this. So we'd insert one, insert two, kind of like a stack almost, or yeah, first in. I guess like a queue mostly. And then dictionary would be like one and then index and then two and then one, something like that. And then the get random will just get like return like a number between 0 and 1 or inclusive and then return that element.
yeah.
I actually don't know what
Wait, what do we return?
like
Get random should return a random element. Yep, that would work. So it'd return one, So it would return what if you do get random. It would return. You would pick a random number between the length of this between zero and the length of this array minus
Yeah,
one kind of, and just keep randomly returning an index here.
yeah, yeah.
That yeah, and then what would the and then what would happen when we insert or
Um, sorry,
what if we delete?
delete. So like remove. Let's remove one. So okay, this is kind of where I like the dictionary just because now I can delete it from the dictionary, and now I know the index is zero. So then I guess I can pop it. Um, yeah, I can remove it from the front. It gets a little bit weird when this array is actually longer. If it was like in the middle, then it kind of becomes a little bit weird. But sorry, let me just make this like a massive array. Like let's say I remove one. Let's put one at like right there. Yeah, so now it doesn't become constant anymore, removing because then I'm splicing and then combining the array. Uh, only thing I can kind of think of is if we swap like an element, we can swap like we can't swap the first one. So like I think you just have to swap the last one with this and then remove the last. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, so then we just remove it, swap that, and then you just like pop because pop is constant, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Then we just pop, and then I think that's it. Sorry, this dictionary isn't reflective of what's in the array
yeah.
right now, but
No, I think you have a good intuition there. Um,
okay,
yeah, go ahead and implement that.
okay. Let's do class randomize set. I actually don't know the boilerplate for classes. I should, but it's something like this. Isn't it like define in it? Is it okay if I search up? Like,
I'll just show you.
okay, sorry, my bad.
No problem. This is the constructor. This is how you create the set. This is the or class. This is the constructor. And you
Okay,
could just define like functions here.
okay. Thank you, thank you.
No worries.
So I don't think we're passing any arguments in here,
Actually,
so we just
like pretend I didn't show you that, right?
uh
How would you GPT that or something? Like there's this AI assist here.
yeah.
So what would you
I
search up?
just uh
Like go in here and search it, because that's
is,
because people are starting to do interviews like this where they want to see how you would ask prompt GPT. Do you see the AI assist tab?
well,
It's
where is
like
that, Jimmy?
up at the.
Over here. Oh shoot.
Does it show that I said hello in there?
Oh yeah, yeah, it does, it does.
Can
Oh, this
you
is
okay
sick.
search it? How would you prompt this AI to get that answer? What'd you say?
Is it boy?
Pretend you had it before you didn't know what to do.
Okay, okay. This is. Oh, shoot. Okay, wow. I didn't know they had this. Dang. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I would do. It's kind of sick. Yeah. Randomize set, and then oh, I see. It's like that, and then define init um, self. We're not passing anything, so I don't need to do that. Self dot dig equals this. Self dot array equals that. And then define insert, which is self, right? Yeah. Okay, self, and then it takes in a val, right? Val. Um, remove, and then oh, sorry, didn't mean to run. And then get random. Okay. Insert. So we'll do if thou in self dot dict dot keys return false. How else you want to append? So then self dot dict of val equals len of self dot array minus 1. Return true, right? Because yeah, if it inserts into the set, returns true if the item was not present. Okay, yeah. And then remove kind of the same thing if not in set. Return false. Self dot. Nope. Let's see. Index equals, and then I want to go self dot dict of val. And then so I take the index, and then I have to do the array swapping. Array of index. Oh, self dot array. Self dot array of index equals self dot array of -1 last element, and then self dot array dot pop, and then return true. Okay, so that should get the logic, and then this is length of our array equals len of self dot array -1, and then I think it's just like, oh, man, can I use the AI assistant to do the get random function?
Yeah, yeah. Not like
Okay.
don't just search up build me a get random, but like what would you search up if you want to figure out like what are you looking at?
Yeah, so I'd use okay,
What
like
would
I'd search up
what do you want to search? What's your query?
like I would search up like example of get random in Python.
So what do you want to do here in this get random function?
I think I just wanted to call get random. I think it's like math dot get random or something like
Okay,
that.
yeah. Look, okay. Feel free to look it up.
Math dot get random in Python. Okay, I have to import it. Oh, rand int. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay. Um, import
I like this because
random.
now I'm getting to see this is what devs these days do. So, but I don't.
Index
Obviously, you could just pass the whole thing in and be like, build me a get randomized set, but that'll defeat the purpose. So I like how you're just searching very specific stuff.
yeah, and then length of array. Okay, and then I just return array of index, right? Oh, self dot array. Self dot array. Okay. I want to say that's it. Well, should I do like a dry run or something?
Wait, walk me through line by line here.
Okay. Yeah.
Start with
So
the insert.
so create the class, define my dictionary and array. If the val is in the keys of the dictionary, that means we already have it inside our objects. So then we have to return false. I believe that was the constraint. Yeah, if the item's not present, return true. So then, since it's already in, we have to return false, and then we like make the entry of the array in our index.
Actually, yeah, dry run this for me. There it goes. By
Okay.
actually walking through line by line and showing me how these update. So we'll start
Okay.
insert one. Start this one.
Okay. So it'll create the empty dictionary and array, and then insert it'll take a val. Oh wait, get random doesn't take a val. Whoops. Um, but insert will take a val, and then it'll say is val in the dictionary keys. It's not.
Sorry, I moved it up here.
Okay, yeah.
No.
No worries, no worries. That's good. Um, so then val will not be in the dictionary. So then it'll just insert that in there. Oh, dude, I forgot to put the array. Array dot append val. Okay, and then
So what
that.
would array look like there?
Yeah, and then it should just append that.
So say value of 1 is equal to 0. What's length of self dot or
Oh, that's right. Right now it's 0. Oh, so I don't need this -1. Um,
okay.
yeah, I don't need this -1. Okay, yeah, because I'm doing it before I'm appending. I see, I see. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
insert
then,
I insert again 1. No. What's happening? What's gonna happen?
um, so it's gonna look at the keys, and then it should just return false because the keys should have one already in there.
Okay. Now what?
And then
Insert 2.
two will it won't be in the keys, so then it'll go into the dictionary, and then it'll be like two, and the length of the array at that time is one, and then it should just append to the end of that, and it'll return true.
Okay. What about get random?
Get random. It should take the wait, sorry. I wanted to see if I don't know if this is inclusive or not. Um I think it is. Get random float. Yeah. Okay. I think this is inclusive. I want to say this is
Okay. How
inclusive.
would you check that? You could prompt GPT if you want.
Yeah, so random random inclusive with the range inputted. Okay. Oh, it is. All right, cool. So then right now this is 2, so it needs to be 1 so that I can index it. And then I take this is 1, which it should be, and then that will return like a valid index, and it should return something between something either 1 or 0. And then I get that element.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait, let's talk about the remove. Is this remove function working as expected?
Yeah, let me
Like,
check
let's
that.
dry
So if
run
it's
remove. No, oh yeah, we didn't even get there yet. Okay, remove 1 now.
okay. If val not in the keys, then you haven't removed, so then it should return false, right? Removes an item if it's in present. If the item was present, return true. Okay, yeah. So if it since it's not present, it doesn't function, so we return false. And so now we need to get the index of the item. So we take the vowels index. Oh, I didn't remove it from the dictionary. Um, self dot. Um, I think it's remove val. I want to say remove. Delete. I think it's delete. It's one of these.
Ask GPT.
Okay. How to delete a key value entry in a Python dictionary. Oh, is it pop? Oh, dude. Oh, it's pop. Okay. All right. Pop val. Okay, now I delete it from the dictionary. And then I use the index and I swap it. So I'm saying this current index of the val equals the end of the index or the end of the array, like whatever val is at the end of the array. Oh, what happens if? Okay, I see. Like this could kind of be trippy if like the end and the beginning are the same, but then I pop, so then I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. Yeah, and then I just pop the last one.
So what's this doing right here? So
Yeah,
just
what?
show me how it's affecting this dictionary here. Let me move this down. So
Oh, removing one. Okay, so it gets the index of 1, which is 0, and then it pops it like this entry, so it just like deletes that.
Mm.
And then what I was thinking in the array is that it takes the very last element and sets whatever like we just removed to that element. So it should set that to 2 and then remove this, like pop that off.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay. It's looking good. I feel like let's run it on some test cases.
okay. So I do object. Oh, that's a keyword. Random set equals. I think that's how I do it, and then random set dot insert. It's like 1, 1, 2. I guess I have to print out this, right? Um, let's do one more, and then I'll do a couple of removes. Let's remove 1, and then let's do a get random. Get random like that. Can I do that? True, false, true, true. This should be true, false, true, true, and then remove. This is in the set, so it should be true, and then get random. Let me run it one more time to see if like this. Okay, maybe I need to insert more elements just to make sure this get random um,
So
is
like,
actually
okay,
getting.
let's look at line 53 and 54. We did a dry run on the code, right?
Yeah.
So like this looks off to me. It's like saying dictionary. Just take a look at that.
Uh, like like in the comments, like this stuff.
Or just look at 53 and 54 in isolation. So what we're saying, the value of 2 is at index what?
53 and 54,
Yeah.
line 53.
Just saying, so the we're saying value 2 is at index 1 in the array.
Oh, I'm not doing the swapping, or like I'm not swapping that index value. I see what you're saying. I got you. So I need to update that in the dictionary as well, right? So that needs to be in the remove. Okay, and then I have an index right here, so then I could do that. Let's see, self dot dictionary, and then I want self dot array, I think, and then I want that index. Okay, because this is the index I'm
Okay.
removing. This is the element of the index, and I want that to equal the index. And then I swap it, and then I pop it.
With self dic if the array at the index. That's the one you want to remove, right?
Wait, no, sorry. This is the end. Whoops, this should be -1. Yeah, you're right. You're right. -1. Swap it with the whatever you set that value to the index because you're gonna swap it,
I see.
and
Okay.
then
See. Is that working correctly? Let's run. Or could you run that and just make sure, look over that quickly.
yeah. Okay, I can also like print out the random set dictionary as well, right? And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, okay. Let me do this and then let me put that after I remove one. Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3. I think that works, right? Maybe that's a. Let me try it. Let me think about it a little bit. Maybe that's just like a very simple case, and so it's probably failing somewhere. Um, I pop the value from the dictionary, so I delete it.
It's running. This
Then,
case is breaking for you. I'm just gonna. We'll
okay.
see. So let's see. Randomize set. So it's gonna go like this. Then we go remove 0, remove 0, insert 0, get random, remove
Okay.
0.
Okay. So these two should be false. True. Then I should return 0. And then it should be true. And then it should be true. Okay. So it's probably.
False, false, true. Get random should just return 0 here. Always.
Mhm.
This should be true, true.
Yeah. Okay. It might be. It might straight up be in the remove still. Let me think about this. So I'm taking the dictionary. I'm deleting the value I want to remove. Then, well, first, okay, first I'm taking the index of that value. I'm saving it, then deleting that value from the dictionary. Then I'm setting the last element's index to the current element, to like the element that I'm removing's index. And then I'm swapping it over here. And then I'm popping it from the array. Yeah, because the last element, it doesn't, because you have a duplicate. And so you just pop that last element usually. Yeah, okay. I think the remove. I want to say the remove. Do you want me to just test it on like this test case specifically?
Take a look.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was breaking and it was. Let's see. So we remove, we insert, we get random. There's just a small edge quit. I'm running it. I ran it in leak code though. That's the thing. So
Uh huh. Oh, okay.
the
So I
main
never
issue
really.
is this was returning false for some reason
Oh, the
for you.
insert
Yeah.
really. So that means it's going in here, huh? But I'm popping it.
I mean,
So if I
try
remove.
running it, or actually write out the, or try running this specific case. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll have my equals that, and then array, and
I mean, like instantiate your random set, randomized set, and then call remove, insert, get random.
oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, like
So
that.
like, um,
I got
oh
you.
yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Whoops. Random set dot remove, and then Okay, so I have to print it.
Yes. You have to do a bunch of prints.
Yeah. Okay, that should. Okay. Yeah,
False, false,
false.
true. That yeah, see, it's false.
False, false, true. Yeah, this one. Okay, this should be. This should be true, right? Because you removed and then yeah. Interesting. Okay. If Val in, so that means it's still in the dictionary, right? Here, wait. Sorry. Let me print random set dot. Wow. Okay. Because you remove it. Um. Because it's an okay. So it's an array of one. So I pop it. Oh, dude. Okay. This might be. I might have to pop it later. Um. I have to pop it afterwards because I think what I'm doing here is I'm just creating another entry.
Mm.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Passing all the
Yeah,
cases.
okay, that was yeah, that's
How you
kind of
feeling
tough
about
on me.
that one?
Definitely a little bit trickier, yeah. It's I like the class based. This might be something they ask just because it's a lot more class based. But yeah, no, that the logic I should have walked through a little bit. It made sense, but then I didn't realize that like this popping it before is actually just not ideal.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, thanks for the edge cases though, like bringing that up to me. I totally wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah. I think. Yeah. You have good understanding of the fundamentals and stuff. Like. Yeah. He has an interview at SpaceX coming up, Rambod. But I think you have good understanding of the fundamentals for sure. For example, insert and removing. When you saw that you just automatically knew we had to use a set here to have O1 operations, and then when we said get random, you knew that you can't just index into a set, so you kind of had to use an array. So your
Hmm.
first solution was to convert the set to an array, which is a fine first
Hmm.
solution because it gets it to work. But then I said it's not optimal, so you improved it. I think overall, like, good job on that. You're able to code it up fast. I think you're able to figure out that if you just swap it with the one to the back and just pop it out, it's O of one, and all the runtime complexities with that. I think yeah, overall pretty good. It was just the main thing would just be just getting to the solution faster. But
Yeah.
I think I don't know, no problems with it so far for me.
Do you think like that's like a question that they'd expect like you take a whole interview for, like a 45-minute, thing for or
It might. Let me see. Maybe not the whole thing. They might have like a follow up they expect you to get to or something.
I got
But
you. Okay. Yeah.
it was.
I
It
mean,
might be. I don't know. This is actually a trickier kind of question. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think this is this. If it was for a new grad or intern, yeah. But if it was like for someone, if it was someone more experienced, maybe there'd be a follow up. If this was asked at like Meta, for example, they might expect you to do it within 20 to 25 minutes. So it's
okay.
so
Okay.
if you can
Yeah,
get this
that's good then.
question done in 20 minutes or 25 minutes, you should be good. Like I asked this to the Code Forces guy
Okay.
too, so but you're getting there. You're getting there. It's really good.
That's good to know. Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't really I was originally like thinking about prepping LeetCode just for this like interview coming up, but then a lot of people told me it's like system design. So now I've been like just doing more system design stuff. So I don't know, but yeah, no, this is a tricky one. I probably need to like just crease out my like logic a little bit more for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you for like thanks for the interview. I appreciate it. It means a lot.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Just message me if you want to do another one. When's your SpaceX interview?
It's Thursday, so it's after finals, so it's kind of nice. Yeah, just got
Damn,
finals on Monday and
grinding.
Tuesday, and then just kind of grinding.
And then you're done school. You graduated.
Yeah, I will graduate.
Damn.
Yeah,
Congrats,
I
man.
graduate Saturday. Appreciate it.
You graduate
Appreciate it.
when?
Thank you. Saturday.
Next
Uh,
Saturday.
yeah.
Wow. Congrats, man. Good luck with everything. Hope you get into the intern or you get the job that you want. And good luck. I'll see you around in the Bay Area, wherever you end up. Let me know how it all goes and all the interviews. But congrats on
I
graduating.
appreciate it, man. It means a lot. Thank you, man.
All right, catch you, man. Peace.
See ya.